What does this say?
6'9".
What does it say?
6'9".
Anywhere you put it, it's still 6'9". Now we draw 6 on the floor, right?
Yeah.
He's looking at the 9, I'm looking at the 6.
Okay.
Does it mean that he's wrong because he doesn't see what I see?
Crazy.
It's the same thing, but it's just life from 2 different perspectives.
You can learn everything from everything, even if it's from a rat. Just kidding, I'm not about that life. But what I am about is teaching you that just because you learn something in one area of your life doesn't mean you can't apply it to another. In this video, I'm going to talk to BJJ Black Belt Nathan Orchard as we discuss how we apply things we learn in one area of our life to another. And if you didn't think 6'9" would teach you something, but did, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's begin. Number 1. Always be open to new ideas. A black belt under 10th Planet founder Eddie Bravo, Nathan has over 23 years of martial arts experience. He has competed in more than 20 MMA fights and has tested himself against some of the biggest names in the sport. Nathan is currently the head coach and owner of 10th Planet Seattle, and I was fortunate enough to get some time with him. How do you remain just open to new ideas and new thoughts and everything?
I don't know. I think that I am perpetually curious. Listen, I have learned the same answer 30 times. I learn an answer and it's beautiful to me, and then I forget it. And then I have to relearn it. So I don't know if that's because I'm stupid. I don't know if that's because, first of all, I don't know. In the moment I think I know more than anyone else, I won't learn. And so it's like my kids, like they never want to try new food. And I'm like, but you might find your new favorite food. And if you don't try these new foods, you might not find your new favorite food, and that would be terrible. Imagine living a life without finding the best food you ever had. That's with philosophy, that's with jiu-jitsu, martial arts, that's with literally any idea. So again, I'm just trying to find the flow of life and go with it.
You're being present.
There we go.
Number 2, be present. Being present can have a positive impact on your life. For me, ever since I focused on being present, I find life much more enjoyable and fulfilling. As I spoke with Nathan, I told him about my pursuit of being a stand-up comedian and how miserable the experience was. Like, I had to go through suffering to know, like, this moment right now brings me pleasure. Like, talk to you brings me pleasure. I'm here in the moment.
Yeah, I think Alan Watts or someone says something to the effect of the pursuit of heaven is more pleasurable than heaven itself. It's like we get this idea, like you said, I'll be happy when I become a comedian. And so you get caught up in that chasing it, that's fun. And then you become the comedian and you're like, wait, now I'm here, now what? We always think we're trying to get somewhere. No, I mean, it's all the cliches, man, they're all true. You know, it's the journey. It's not the destination. What is the end goal? Well, there isn't one. You know, let's just be stoked where we are.
Number 3, accepting failure. Accepting where we are is a major cornerstone of being present. It doesn't mean just accepting the positives, but it also means accepting the negatives and failures that comes with life. What have you learned in martial arts that you apply to your everyday life?
Everyone wants to get good at jiu-jitsu today. That's not how it works. It takes a long time. So you have to be okay failing. You have to be okay sucking, you know, and everyone says these types of things and we know it, but like we forget it when it comes to getting good at something. Well, I saw this really interesting thing where, in fact, do this with me, Mike. It's fun. Okay, put both your fists out. Okay, put one thumb up and put the other finger up. Okay, the pointer finger. Cool, now switch. Now go back. Now go back and forth. Okay, and that feeling in your head like, oh my gosh, that's confusing and that's messing with you. That right there is a indicator and a barrier of accelerated learning. That feeling of, oh, that feels uncomfortable. Learning something new is uncomfortable.
Number 4, seek out discomfort. Being comfortable with being uncomfortable will help you grow much more as a person. Nathan goes into detail how he's okay with being uncomfortable. I remember one of your things that you said to us was the reason why you felt that you were successful in competing is because you felt that you can be more uncomfortable longer than your opponent.
Everybody gets tired. Just some people don't care. And here's another really interesting thing about that is the more uncomfortable you make yourself, the easier it is to become comfortable. For example, if you always sit on your couch, you think, okay, this is comfortable. Whereas if you go and climb mountains, think of how good it feels to rest after you work hard. Do uncomfortable things, and then the tiniest thing brings pleasure. After a 3-day fast, I remember eating an orange, and it was the best orange I ever had in my whole life. And it gave me a very intense sense of euphoria. It was very euphoric and very crazy feeling, right? So I went through 3 days of hunger, 3 days of discomfort, and then a little tiny orange brought me so much pleasure. Maybe we should seek out that discomfort, because then pleasure is so much easier to find.
Before I go into this next piece, I want to make a quick pitch. If this video provides any value to your life and you want to support my cause of helping others, please consider supporting me financially. There are two ways. One, through donations. Donations help me directly and allows me to focus on my immediate needs as I rebuild my life. I accept PayPal, Venmo, Cashapp, and Zelle. Secondly, you can also subscribe to my Patreon for only $2 a month. Patreon subscribers will get exclusive content like the full interview with Nathan right now. My goal for this channel is to focus on mental health and mindfulness while working towards becoming a certified peer support specialist and a licensed therapist. Links to everything will be in the description below. Number 5, don't chase happiness. Nathan goes into detail as to how he was able to find happiness by not chasing it.
I think I spent my whole life trying to be happy. I spent my whole life just trying to be happy, and I realized, oh my gosh, chasing happiness is keeping me from being happy. And so to just be like, hey, it's okay to feel like from time to time. Being happy is as transient as any other emotion. So to try to always seek being happy, that's just not how it works. The weather isn't just always good. So it's just like, but our emotions, our thoughts, our circumstances, they're just like the weather, they pass. And so to try to hold on to happiness, it's a silly thing and it creates misery.
So there you have it. Nathan's insights as to how he learns from different aspects of his life and apply it to his own has led to what I believe is a fulfilling life. Let me know what you think. If there's something that you learned in your life and want to share it with others, please leave a comment down below. And if you want to know the 8 actions I took to get out of the psych ward, click on this video in the corner.